Diamonds, KULIN and Meena Desai.
Freedom. Awesome. Oh, I know you are. Thank you. I know you are. Sit down. Awesome. Thank you guys. Come on, sit down. You guys all having fun? Is anybody going diamond? I'm telling you. So far it's been a great, last night was great. Today all the speakers, wait till you hear all the leaders tonight. I mean, it's going to be the best you'll ever see, okay? But we are very excited about it. When I came to first meeting like this, let me tell you, some of you probably experiencing this, and I did too. And I wasn't actually coming because it was, I wasn't sure why should I even go, because back then I used to know everything, Right? Some of you know what I'm talking about. And but somehow I was forced into it. Is anybody here forced into it? I'm sure you're not going to admit it. But I was, but thank God I was, because we came here, our upline Kanti and Lata Gala, and they just brought us here, and I'll tell you, what an honor and privilege to be on this bridge stage talking to all of you, because this one couple offered us that opportunity, And you have the same thing, and we're going to talk about, we just don't take this thing lightly, Our life has changed beyond our, expectation, and that's just because of this wonderful opportunity, When I got into business, I was a VP at Citibank, and VP stands for very poor. But I didn't know that, And we got into business and started following Kanti and Lata and entire Brit team and all the leaders, what you see from stage, And somehow, somewhere, we made a decision that, hey, this is what I really like to do, And we made that decision after that, just in 5 years. From the date we signed the application, 5 years from there, I was able to quit my job. And replace my 6-figure income through this simple concept. Okay? And that's because, not who we are or because by ourselves we were nobody. Because of this Brit team and the quick start, the combination of these two allowed us to move into life. And we have the same opportunity. Okay? And we're going to talk about specific topics. See, most people in this world not where they want to be is number one. Even if they decide, most people say, they don't have a dream. No, most people have a dream. Who doesn't? But nobody has somebody to guide them. In other words, they don't have mentors. Okay. Most people don't, because parents are not, because they haven't accomplished things. Today, our son Kavan, daughter Mona, they can come to us and we can guide them because they know where our guidance is coming from. Okay, because they know that we are plugged into Kanti and Lata, so whatever we do, we can pass on to them. But if I was not in this business, I don't think they would have come to us. They love us and everything's fine. But if I was broke, they don't want to be broke. One thing, they don't want to counsel with the parents because they don't want to be broke just like them either. Okay, so again, you have this wonderful opportunity where the biggest thing I got of this business is a mentorship program. I know there's a lot of businesses. I've done so many businesses myself because I'm also an entrepreneur even before we get started our quick start business. Okay, but there's nowhere I had someone willing to help me. Okay, and willing to guide me, willing to mentor me. Because life's all about where your mentorship is coming from. And that only comes when you qualify for it, in a sense. Okay, and we're going to talk about that a little bit, but before I get going with it, I'm going to have Meena come and talk to you guys. Doesn't she look gorgeous? And because, one of the things, we are, most people know, we are equal partner in the business, we divide our duties, I'm in charge of making money, she's in charge of spending money, Now, how many ladies would like to head that department, right? Thank you. Now, husband, be careful. Once ladies are in charge of that department, you better work. Right? And that's what gives me motivation to go out, and we always kid around. But, we just great team together. She's, she really maintains the business, does, keep people in. for main, I just bring people in, but she's the one who keeps them in, and we just having a fun, 24/7, we just enjoy life together, we travel a lot, have some fun. Recently we moved into a new house, just a gorgeous house we put together, it's 10,000 square feet house we have, and we have 6 bedrooms and about 8 bathrooms. I don't know why, we are only 4 of us, just in case if we need it, we still have a choice, I guess. I'm not sure, But we're just having fun. We have an elevator in the house, and we got a whole sauna and steam and exercise pool, movie theater with a 16 lounge chair in it, and all 9 yards, all the top speakers and everything. My first house didn't cost as much as what my movie theater is costing me. Okay, so you can think about that. Our kitchen is so huge. It's about I think 1,200, 1,300 square feet kitchen. Okay, how many ladies would love to have something like that? I'm telling you, why not? And exercise room with all the Nordic track equipments in it, and we have about 8 plus TVs in a house. Okay, I don't know why again, but we have a designer who loves to spend our money, I guess. So, but hey, when you are free, you can do this kind of thing. But that's the only reason we have all these things. We followed basic principles, And one of the things was, we stayed true to our dream. We stayed true to our work, And we were always counseling with Kanti and Lata before we did anything, okay? And that's the reason what we have, and best is yet to come, It's just a beginning, okay? But that's what we have done. I'm going to give you a few points, which I have learned through my applying Kanti and Lata, and through all the other breed diamonds, I'm going to share that concept with you guys, And one day I know if somebody makes a decision, you're going to be here on this stage, right? So with that in mind, let me give you Meena Desai.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, our topic counseling, and one thing I can tell you is, I'm glad in our business I decided not to counsel with any of the couple in our business. That's why we are diamond. So KULIN is the one who counsel with the couple in a business. Of course, people always ask me, when you are some married couple come to your house, and how do you counsel with them? As a ladies, I'm going to be there or not? Of course, I'm going to be there, but my goal is, whatever KULIN is going to tell them, my goal is not to confuse that couple. That is the one of the goal I have it. So if KULIN says, this is the number you need to bring to the function, or these are the things, whatever he needs to do, say something to couple, I am not going to, that day, my goal is to my mouth shut, because I don't want to confuse that couple by giving my input in there. Then people say, what is your role in counseling, My role in counseling is that when ladies come in a business, my goal is to teach her how to create the volume and how to maintain the volume. And that is the goal I should give my ladies in a business. Ladies who work with me, they know this is the only thing I counsel with them. That if they are already in the business and not doing the 300 PV, I know they are not building the business. So I'll teach them how to do 300 PV, and that is one of the things I do it. How many beauty break they have to do it, that is the thing I can give them as a goal, And another thing I highly recommend, your upline is there. But your upline cannot be tell you everything. You come, whatever the situation in your life, and you expect your upline to give the answer right away. And sometimes if some couples come to us and they expect us to give the answer right away, we might not able to give the answer. But sometimes we say, okay, wait until we check with our upline. So in that case, that couple who came to us, they might be thinking it. Let's say if they are going to go Kanti and Lata and ask about this our situation, why not I go to Kanti and Lata and directly talk to them? But that's how this doesn't work. Sometimes we might not have an answer right away. We always have to check with our upline. And the last thing I wanted to tell you is, we are not the marriage counselor. So if there is a situation between husband and wife, we don't counsel with them, because we are not marriage counselor here. If there is a situation, you need to work it out. And that's what I always believe. If I have a situation with KULIN, I don't go to the Kanti and Lata that this is the thing we have between going us, what should we do, no? It is my responsibility and it is Kulin's responsibility that we have to fix it, And this counseling thing is very, I don't know how to put into the word together, but sometimes people say we are counseling with your upline. But are you just counseling with them or you are informing them? People say, okay, I'm going India. Some lady says, I'm get a phone call from them and I'm going India. Of course, if there is an emergency, though you go India, I don't mind it. But you just for fun purpose, you go and then you inform me that I'm going India. This is not the counseling. You are informing me that you are going India. I'm just giving India as an example. There's so many other stuff I can put into the word. But because of the time, just giving you the small example here. So just remember what is the difference between counseling and informing your upline. And one thing I think highly recommend, if you don't have a good relation with your upline, whatever your upline is going to counsel to you, it is not going to be effective at all. So make sure you improve your relationship with your upline, and whenever your upline, you go to your upline. If as upline, Kanti and Lata is our upline. If they say, then we have to put that thing in action. And then whatever they say, we have to follow it. If they say something and we go out and do something else, they cannot stop it also. If we really wanted to grow in the business, whatever upline is going to tell us, we have to put into the action. That's all I wanted to tell you. Just go Diamond and listen from KULIN. Here is KULIN. Thank you.
All right. Now, sometime, I always tell people, the word counseling is sometimes, has a negative connotation. People go counseling when there's some problem, okay? And that's why sometimes people literally takes it. To me, I know we're using that words, but it's actually a game planning. Counseling is when, you have some bad health, you go counsel with doctor, or mainly, when you have something, you go to this psychiatrist's office and they ask you to lay down in a couch, and that's not what counseling is, okay? It's just about game planning, really. Hey, I want to go platinum. When I'm moving platinum, I go to Kanti. Say, Kanti, my goal is to, go platinum this fiscal year. Tell me what I should have been doing. Now, initial stage I can do that when I was moving to that level, but now I can't go and tell Kanti, Kanti, what should I do to go EDC? I already know it. I got to break 3 new platinum. Okay? So there's a level of counseling at different level, Initially is nothing but just information, learning. That's what counts. In an early stage, when we are moving on from wherever we are 100 PV, moving on to 2500 or 4000, all the counseling was really, because then I didn't even understand what counseling, and Kanti wouldn't give it to me either at that time. It was too early in the business. It was all about, how do I show the plan? Hey, how do you do this, It's all about asking. Kanti, this person I contacted, he said this, I said this. I spent more of time doing that, and that's where Kanti realized that this person, is willing to listen. And especially when you go out and you start failing, that's the time a lot of people say, Kulin, I want to come talk to you, but I haven't sponsored anybody. Well, that's the reason you need to come and talk to me. Because you keep doing it. Sometimes people say, be consistent and persistent. Yep, you got to be persistent, consistent, but don't consistently make the same error. Okay? Every time you go out, it's not working hard is a solution. You gotta work and you gotta sharpen your skill along the way. Okay, get a new set of skill. If you're showing plan and you show 15, 20 plan, if you haven't sponsored anybody, means you need to learn something new. And where that's gonna come from? Your upline. Observe them, talk to them. They might be able to point out something to you. But if you're not having a communication because you're not growing, that's when you need the most counseling. And where do you need even more counseling than that? When you are growing. Okay? Sometimes you could be growing so good for whatever reason, and you stop counseling and you start going backward. Okay? And the reason you're going to do it is, so that somebody can actually see. Reason Raj would feel comfortable talking to me, or Ganesh, or Tisa, or all our leaders there, because they know who I talk to. Everybody in Raj Sangeeta's team know that they will never do anything without checking with, myself and Kanti. Okay? And that's the reason the entire team respects them, then they counsel. You know, but if they don't know where the information is coming from, they'll never counsel. You know, you need to really stay in a good communication. That's the other word for counseling. Sometimes word counseling, people don't do it because the word has a negative. It's nothing but a game planning, communication, okay, staying in touch with someone who is an active upline who knows what they're doing, okay. And if you want to be effective in your team, you should be counseling with somebody who is an growing pin in your business. Okay, that's the only way you'll be able to put together. If I want to go EDC, if I don't counsel with Kanti, there is no way I can put that business together because I would not know exactly what to do myself. Okay, and what are the things you should really counsel on? In early stage, I said, you know, it's all about growth. How do I see what we do in this business is what? We bring people in and we create volume. Is that right? So initial counseling would be, if I don't have a lot of people in my team, I need to counsel with them. How do I get more people in? Okay, so it'll teach me how to contact people or how to make a list, how to make a phone call. That's called counseling. Okay, it's not, counseling doesn't mean that when you have a problem, you go, nothing's happening. That's not counseling. Okay, it's a constant information gathering. That's what counseling is all about. Okay, if you have a lot of group and no volume coming, then you counsel on how do I create more volume. A lot of people, a lot of volume, and you don't have no standing order. You don't have a lot of people coming to function. I need to counsel, hey, how do I promote system? Okay, this is, you look at, that's what board in bedroom makes sense. You know, what Bill Britt teaches is, you know, you put board in a bedroom, you'll get to see, you observe. These are called games planning for going platinum. Then currently, what do I go and counsel same thing with Kanti now? No, now it's a level has changed because my level has changed. Okay, now it's about, you know, how do I keep together? How do I, you know, create a pool? How do I create math? Every level is a different kind of information you need. Basically, you know, when you are confused about something, you go and ask advice. That's what basically counseling is all about. So don't make it like counseling, okay? Just, it's like asking somebody, hey, help me. Okay? Now, the most important thing you counsel on is how you spend your time and how you spend your money. When somebody comes to counsel with me, if they don't bring their calendar and they don't bring their checkbook, I cannot really counsel them. Because I like to know where the time is being spent and where the money is spent. You know, if you know Kanti probably knows more about my finances and everything than even Meena does, because he's the only person who can help me. And then you need to be honest about it. You know, sometimes people go and make you don't need to go like at work. You put that status report together. You know, this is not a status report. You're not trying to impress. You know, it's like you go to doctor and if you don't tell them where exactly it hurts, they'll treat you. But you may not like it. Okay? So you have to be very honest about it. Okay? And then don't go and, as Meena said, some people just go and inform. You're not reporting to anybody. You know? Some people would call me and say, Kulin, is it okay if I don't come to this function? What are you telling me? You want my approval? Right? You already telling me I'm not coming to functions. You don't. I'm not your boss. You know? What am I supposed to do? You know? Some people come in and they want the desired answer. And they keep asking you the same question until you give the answer they're looking for. So why don't you give me the answer first and then give me the question? Okay? Again, it's not, don't do it because you have to. Don't do it as, oh, it's my upline, I got a counsel, otherwise he's going to say, oh, he's not counseling with me. No, it's just to help you guys. But it's nothing but getting an advice, getting an information. I hope this helps you. God bless.